Okay, and welcome back to another epic match of StarCraft. We have got Mini, the Protoss player, in the top left-hand side versus Zero, the Zerg player, in the bottom right-hand side. Now, this match is on Sniper Ridge. You've got your bases in the corners, and there's little ridges in the middle of the map. It kind of looks like a swastika. I hate to say that, but it does. And this is going to be this is a match from the new Pro League. Now, guys, if you don't know, you probably already do, but this Pro League is going to be half StarCraft 1 and half StarCraft 2, which I find completely insane. To be honest, I'm not going to be casting any of the StarCraft 2 matches because I still don't understand that game fully. I don't understand all the strategies, so I can't see myself casting that. And a pylon going down for Mini right next to his base here, which probably suggests a 2-gate, and he's scouting as well because he doesn't have his pylon out the front to forge, fast, expand. It could be a tech build as well, but possibly a 2-gate. So Mini up to something a bit different here. Ever since, I don't know, Bisu versus Savior, Protoss players have always been forge, fast, expanding because the Zerg play can always pump out more Zerglings than you can Zealots. 2-gate it can be good if the Zerg player overexpands. You can kind of punish the overexpand. There's the first gateway going down right there. But I'm still not a fan of the 2-gate build, only because it's so risky. I've seen lots and lots of players lose to a 2-gate as a probe goes out there trying to scout the base there. Zero only scouting with his Overlord at the moment as he puts down his first hatchery. I think that's a hatchery before spawning pool. So this 2-gate, he might be in with a shot here. Yeah, there's no spawning pool up at the moment. So Mini, yeah, 2-gate's definitely going down now. So Mini might be in with a chance here to get some early harassment in on the Zerg player, which you rarely see happen because in PvZ it's a matchup where the Zerg usually has control for the early game. The Protoss has to protect their front door, but Mini going on the offensive here with his 2-gate, and it might actually succeed at the moment. So we will see when Zero finds out about this, and gonna have to pump a lot of Zerglings. So Probe, he finally knows where the base is. He knows where to send his Zealots when they arrive there. Just a little probe battle there between the probe and the drone there. Just a bit of harassment. It's always good to see players doing that. Why not? He's got nothing else to do. He might as well micro his probe at the moment because these players definitely have a massive amount of APM. So 2-gates there. Zealot's going to be out in a moment. Yes, we see the first Zealot there coming up from the first gate, which was earlier put down as the first hatch goes up. Spawning pool only coming down and down here. So Mini definitely has a small window of opportunity here where his harassment might work. If he can take down the hatchery, it will be fairly epic and possibly a GG, but I think it's just going to be kill some drones at the moment. We'll see how heavily he commits to his Zealot production. But the thing about this build is if it fails, you leave yourself very open to counterattack. You have to have Zerglings, Zealots to block your ramp because if that fails, and another hatch going down there for Zero, so Mini definitely in with a chance here. Mini does have his spawning pull up. He can pump Zerglings from all those hatcheries if his economy can support it, but 2 Zealots coming into the base here. Zero still does not know that this is coming, so 4 Zealots on the way, 6 Zealots on the way here, so fairly aggressive opening at the moment. Zero definitely on the back foot here, but it will come down to micro, unlike StarCraft 2, lol jokes. So let's see what happens here. He is pumping some eggs. I think his Overlord has seen it. They probably are going to be Zerglings. So the first 3 Zealots coming in now, and a probe to back that up as well. So units retreating up the ramp there, drones going away as the Zerglings get pumped here. And what are the Zealots going to focus on? They're going into the main. So he's got Zealots in his main base, going to try and attack some drones there. Sunken going down for defense as those 3 Zealots attack the Sunken, which probably isn't the best idea. They kind of get surrounded there, attacking the Zerglings, but Zealots are very strong, even though there's definitely a lot. So one Zealot going down there, the other one's escaping, but it's going to meet up with his buddies. No, they get blocked at the ramp there, which is quite good. Zero kind of separating the units, which is what you want to do. You don't want to get them but finally they kind of regroup together on the ramp there as more reinforcements pour in at the moment, and there's just too many Zealots. Zero going at the moment for the reinforcements. He's seen them with his Overlord, maybe able to get some down, but no, they're too strong, and finally he's going to be able to take the hatchery. The drones are kind of protected by the Sunken there. He's going to have to sack this base possibly, but Zero still has an opportunity to get it down. What's he going to do? Is he going to counterattack, or is he going to try and save the hatchery? No, it's almost down. It's down to 3/4 health here, but now he does have a critical mass of Zerglings. He could probably take on the Zealots, and Zealots not going to focus the hatchery. They're going to fight. Drones come back, and drones come to help fight this off as well. So Zero confident he can take it, and yes, he does push. They were just regrouping with the other Zealots, but for now, Zero has pushed this off, and he is in an alright position. He hasn't been mining gas here, so he's not looking at teching up, but he does have 3 bases versus 1, but his economy is fairly low at the moment. Finally regrouping with those other Zealots, going to force those Zerglings to go back, and Mini is in with another chance. I mean, if he can't get that hatchery, I'd feel that the advantage goes to Zero, but he does have another chance to take it down. So massive amount of Zerglings taking on a massive amount of Zealots here. They kind of get this around. Mini kind of backs them up, tries to micro them, but no, more Zealots going down. There's Zerglings kind of winning that battle, and you'd have to think that the advantage in this match kind of switches back to Zero. He does have his Zealots on the ramp there, protecting from a counterattack. 2 more Zealots in the middle of the map there, maybe trying to attack that third. We'll see what they go to. But the thing is, tech could come into it. Mini could kind of follow up with some tech and possibly try to win the game that way, because at the moment, Zero has not been mining gas. He's been defending this as more Zealots go down in the middle of the map. Bit of a waste of resources there. They're just going to get kind of slaughtered, trying to do some multi-prong attacks there as the one Zergling goes up to try and probe the front door. And yes, the Reaver, the Robo is going down, so Mini is going to follow up with Reavers, and this actually might work because he could probably snipe that hatch with the Reaver. And let's get on this game. Zero has gone all Zerglings. I think Zero at the moment has gone for counterattack. Yes, no gas there shown by the observer. He has gone with all Zerglings. This is kind of his counterattack, but unfortunately there are Zealots on the ramp there, so his counterattack is going to fail, but it is going to stop Mini for expanding. But I don't think Mini is thinking about playing a macro game. He's committed to this. His advantage is in tech at the moment, and he's going to have to use his tech to overcome the superior economy of the Zerg. But that hatchery there, he's critically damaged it, and that could very easily go down to Reaver Fire. So that half damaged hatch there, keeping him in the game. And just looking at Zero's economy, it's not that good. He does have a second base. He's thirds up, but there's only 1 drone at it, so it's not mining. And great scouting there by Zero. He's got his Zerglings all over the map. He wants to know what's happening, and he does see that is coming, but that was just kind of to drop some Zealots out to harass to get past the Zerglings at the front door. And it's probably a bad move, to be honest, because those Zealots are just going to get picked off by that roaming band of Zerglings there. So going for a bit of a strategy, not kind of failing, but he does try to push out his front door here. Still Zerglings attacking Zealots, just proves it's quite deceptive numbers-wise. Zealots are quite strong. And I didn't see what was in that shuttle. It looked like another Zergling. And it looks like, oh no, the ramp is blocked off. I was going to say his ramp's going to get invaded, but no, Mini definitely taking care of his ramp because he does not have a Forge or 4G up at the moment. And still the sunken in the base there. Hydra Den finally going down now, so he is going to have something to counter. And another hatch going down, maybe in case that one fails, or maybe just for just to get a macro advantage. But it all comes down to this shuttle. I guess there's a Reaver in there, but to come back in this game, Mini has to use his tech advantage, and it might actually work. Finally, oh no, Zerglings getting in the base. This is not what you want to happen as a player, but yes, the Reaver is finally out, takes down 3 drones. That is absolutely massive. Takes down another Zergling. Why don't you focus the hatchery? Focus the hatchery! Zealots finally focusing that hatchery. The natural is probably going to go down. Yes, Reaver hit. Natural goes down. Mini does have a chance, but luckily he had a Reaver at home to take care of this, and he probably wasn't microing those Zealots because he had to micro against the Reaver here, and Natural going down there. So Mini defeating the counterattack and putting some awesome putting an awesome attack in on his own. But here come the Hydras. It's going to be Hydras versus Reavers, and one going down there, so the splash damage not that effective in that case, and it's always a tough battle, Reaver versus Hydra. And finally Zealots coming in here to try harass this position as well, so multi-prong attacks from Mini. He has just gone all army, and it actually is working at the moment. Zero very divided his attention. They've got to defend at the other base and at the main, so multi-prong attacks going on at the moment. Hydra's coming in to snipe that off, but no, it's going to be hit and run tactics from Mini. Excellent work here. Just going for guerrilla warfare, which is what you want to do with that Reaver. He's definitely read Sun Tzu's Art of War, and these Hydras are doing a terrible job. He just needs to run and chase that down, just try to get as many hits on it as possible. Still got a Reaver at the home defending. He could bring that down, but probably needs another shuttle to do so. Another Zergling going down here, and that hatch is probably going to go down as well. And I have to say, Mini does have a very tight grip on this game. Zero's going to have to do some epic hatch sniping, or epic shuttle sniping to come back into it. The only thing Zero's got going for him, oh, Reaver shot taking down one. Here we go, they're getting surrounded. No, shuttle gets picked up. Reaver gets taken back, taking more hits. But I don't know if it's gone down. No, it's still alive, and I can't believe he did not manage to snipe it. Still backing off again, so Zero not being that aggressive to take down the Reaver. And guys, it is hard to take down a Reaver shuttle. I'm not having to go. It is quite hard. So it's down to one base versus one base, and you've got to feel that scenario does favour the Protoss. He has got more tech. No, sorry, that base is still up. He does have a second hatch. It's still up, but it is not mining. Economy-wise, they probably are equal at the moment. Finally going in here, Zealot's kind of taking damage. Reaver finally going down in the front, but at what cost? The second one is on the way. So Mini following up with continuous pressure, which is what you want to do. He's committed to this rush. He's going to try and push his advantage home. He is not thinking about expanding as the Zealots there take on the Hydras. Hydras just microing back there, and the Zealots have no chance without their leg upgrade. But Speed Shuttle looks like it's been upgraded as the two Dragoons just snipe off an Overlord, and it's going to get spotted here. But critically, his Hydras are not at home. That third hatch going down there, so Mini definitely taking more an advantage. His drones have to run away. He's not mining at all. Two Reavers now in the back of the base, going to take down some of the gas drones. They get them, and this has been an insane amount of pressure from Mini this entire game. Very exciting to watch there. The shuttle runs away, but it's already done its massive amount of damage. More Overlords going down in the middle of the map, and you've got to feel that this is GG. Look at that Protoss army. It is it's quite big for an early game army from one base. Well, it's not quite big, but it's definitely more than what the Zerg player's got. As more Overlords go down, more Zealots stream in, and the Hydras look like they can take it, but the splash damage, the thing is, can he counter this crazy amount of splash damage that is coming his way? Those two Reavers can just tear apart those those Hydralisks. So let's see how the battle comes down. It's going to come down to Micro here. Hydras come from the front. Splash damage going down, not taking down that many. Hydras running up the side, takes down the shuttle, so the Reavers do not have their maneuverability. One Reaver still alive. It's going to take down that Hydra, but all the other Hydras go down. His troops are in the front protecting that Reaver, going in the front of the base here. You can see the smile on his face. It was a very tiny smile. It was a CJ smile, but now there's the GG. Mini winning with an epic amount of pressure in that game. The 2-gate finally coming through and doing some damage. Zero did overexpand, I would have to say, and it's been a while since I've seen a 2-gate win, but Mini does it, and he does it for his team, so well done, Mini.
네, 정말 뭐 새로운 게임이 나와서 그 게임에서만 전략을 보여줄 수 있는 것이 절대 아니라 원래 정말 10년, 15년 하던 게임도 계속 전략을 돌리면서 상대방의 강력한 공격과 신선한 이런 전략들을 쏟아붓는 그런 신의 패기를 볼 수 있었던 경기였습니다.
그렇습니다. 오늘 사실 스타포 쪽으로 아무래도 포커스가 가는 경우가 많았는데
네.
원 내에서도 변현재가 자신의 모습을 보여줬어요. 이렇게.
그렇습니다. 정말 그 잘 만든 게임이라고 볼 수가 있겠죠. 전략이 계속 돌고 돈다라는 거, 이런 것들을 또 변현재 선수가 잘 보여줬고, 그리고 이제 변현재 선수의 이런 자유로운 플레이는 분명히 자신에게는 엄청난 득이 될 겁니다. 항상 하던 대로 맨날 앞마당 넥서스 먹고 저가 더 부유하게 하면은 뭐 트리플 가고 병력 조합해서 질러 낙한으로 뭐 우천한 싸우고 이런 시나리오에서 더 완벽하게 벗어난 이런 변현재 선수의 플레이가 있기 때문에 확실히 조금 더 이제 변현재 선수의 플레이는 지켜봐야 된다라는 기대감을 갖게 만들었으니까.
그렇습니다. 지난 시즌에 이어서 더 자유로워졌습니다. 더 자신의 모든 것을 보여줄 만한 그런 토양을 만들어서 등장했습니다. 두 번째 세트 김명원 선수를 잡아내면서 스코어 1대 동점을 만듭니다. 이제 경기 세 번째 세트로 넘어갑니다. 잠시 남아 듣고 선발전 마지막 세트로 다시 돌아오겠습니다.